I hope this movie doesn't give me the coronavirus.
Well, at least we got to cover more videos than just the
speak.
last Jedi videos.
Did you know that
the dead speak?
You came out the coronavirus not only gets you sick, but the coronavirus also makes you infertile if you're a man.
I haven't heard that.
In the sinister voice of the late Emperor Palpatine. Okay.
That single paragraph like destroys not only the sequel trilogy but the entire series. Oh,
Toss in Emperor Palpatine. Just toss him in at the beginning of the crawl. Okay.
It works. It just works.
So Leia's training.
Yeah.
Rey. Okay.
I think they said, okay, we need to get her some training. So they put her in they give her training in the third movie of the trilogy.
I do
like-
think it's funny that it says
She's not a
Kylo
Mary
Ren
Sue,
rages
she's
in
trained.
search. Does anyone else just imagine like someone furiously looking for their car keys? Oh fuck! Where the fuck did I put it?
I did, however, like what they did with Kylo Ren here. They really ramped up his character.
wish they'd stuck with this, man. Don't bring back Palpatine. Just have Kylo Ren be the main villain. Like him.
Why can't Kylo Ren be the main character? I mean, the main villain.
Yeah. Like I figured we wouldn't get this. I figured he'd still be insecure, but like he seems more committed in this movie.
He just starts off butchering people and trying to get what he wants. Now this is a villain. This is a villain that I wanted. Some proactive villain who's out there doing things.
Also, the costumes for the Mustafarians are absolutely terrible. Like
Yeah,
they don't
this
even
is
look
really
like
Mustafar, isn't it?
Moonwalk. Boom.
Okay, I like that. I think it's really cool. I like it when it's a nice little mix of cool and cheesy.
A little bit, yeah.
The nose isn't really helping out that much. Why is it there? I don't know. Why did they have
Vader's
that?
McMuffin. Why don't you know that?
All right, he's got the video game thing. Now he can go on to his next quest.
Yep, exactly. That's all you need is just text in the bottom and a little bit of voiceover narration at the beginning, and this is a video game.
This
Did anyone
is
else?
cute.
This is really out of place in Star Wars, like this space cloud and him flying through. Like it looks so out of place. I've just
A little bit. No, I'll take it though. It's fine.
So he was in hyperspace that entire time?
I guess so.
Who knows?
And he just jacked it into his ship, I guess?
somehow I don't know how he knew how to do.
That thing? Yeah, it's very quick. Things are
Yeah,
happening.
one thing about Rise of Skywalker, you don't ask any questions because there's not going to be any explanations. They give you zero explanations. It's just a movie where stuff happens. I'm kind of interested now to see what this sounds like in Chinese. Or is that Japanese?
Oh, there you go. Palpatine created Snoke. He's the voice of Snoke and Vader.
Yeah.
This is a movie of excuses,
Yep.
trying to justify the past movies.
All through dialogue, they're trying to repair the damage.
Snoke.
Yes,
You just calling a bunch of Snokes.
exactly. Was Snoke like a clone of the Emperor? And if so, why didn't he just create a bunch of clones, like a clone army of Snokes? Because they're all incredibly force sensitive. So it's like,
Snoke was really powerful. He just died in a stupid way.
Unnatural.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
yeah.
It's a good thing he's Palpatine.
Why
or
did
else
he
it's
say
been
that?
waste.
What could you give
They
me?
put memes in movies now.
What was the point of that?
For the memes.
It's supposed to. It's just like the dyad and the Force thing. It's supposed to be kind of a pseudo explanation, but it's really just an
What the hell's
excuse.
wrong with his fingers? Why is he all gnarly and shit? What's
Because he
going
survived. This is Palpatine after he fell from the Death Star or something. And
It's
got blown
rising
up.
out of the fucking grounds.
I don't know how that works, man.
Through the
By the
fucking
way, the
ground.
leaks said he survived the fall. That's what it's not in the movie, but apparently in the leaks he said he survived the fall. He's not like a
There's
clone.
no way. But that's
I don't know
impossible.
how that works.
Holy shit!
See, look, I tell you, infinite ships.
What?
He has infinite ships.
What is going on?
He spent the last 30 years building infinite ships. Tell me there's a finite number of those ships. Those are infinite ships.
Grandfather Vader could not.
Vader.
What was he waiting for? Like, what is his plan here?
All the galaxy.
As I said before, don't expect any explanations.
Oh,
It's just a movie where stuff happens.
It's worse than Last Jedi when it comes to like asking questions, and the film just gets worse. Like this film, like it doesn't even try to answer these questions.
However, I did like this film better than Last Jedi. It's a lot, there's a lot more value. 'Cause it's
Jesus.
so ridiculous.
how
It's
much
it's
lighting?
like
I would have had a conniption if I was watching this in the
Oh, yeah,
theater. All
people
that-
complained.
it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous how much lighting they had in this.
People complained and
Set-
said they had nausea.
So much has been established already. Oh,
Oh, they're playing this game again. Wow, how original.
Yeah, remember nostalgia?
please clap.
What, he takes a long time, so therefore they think he's cheating.
He's cheating. Definitely.
How do you even cheat at that game?
Claude, fix that, sir.
But hey, about this movie though is they added another droid, yet another droid for toys that no one buys.
Who is this spy? Who could it possibly be?
Who's this alien? I don't know. Why is he speaking English? I have no idea.
Wasn't that one of the major arguments from The Last Jedi that they should have made someone a spy?
Yeah, they should have.
Is this just J.J. Abrams just listening to all the fans, just doing everything that they said?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, they put in the training. They put in a bunch of explanations, not explanations, but excuses.
But how did the First Order find them?
Okay, what did
That's
they
my
just
question.
do?
Again, no questions. They're transferring stuff from the spy. I think. I don't know how the First Order found them. Like, what was their lead? Like,
Thing is, why did it take so
do they
long?
know it's the spy? Or?
The amount of information they get is like so little. So how did that take so long?
Did they not have email or Wi-Fi? They couldn't just send it to them?
Wait, there's no Wi-Fi in space.
They have the HoloNet.
My headcanon is that Holdo was a spy, and that she felt really guilty, which is why she sacrificed herself in the end.
I think the spies.
I absolutely think that that's true. Like, unironically, I think she was like a glory hog, and she wanted to like have her name go down in history by like betraying people, and like the Lightspeed Ram was like her final ditch effort. No shit!
It gets worse. Oh yeah, they're gonna hyperspace through a fucking
Whoa,
wall.
what?
They hyperspace through a wall.
It's ridiculous.
What
This
happened?
is dumb. It's not even something they use in the rest of the movie.
Whoa, what's going on?
I forget, it's something sort of like called hyper skipping or something.
Wait,
Like that.
no.
Yeah, this is hype.
They were just on. Whoa, what's going on? They were just on one planet, now they're on another
Light speed
planet.
skipping. Light speed skipping.
When
They jump without coordinates.
Why are all? How? What?
Yeah.
And there's a reflection just above them as well.
How is this any different than the previous scenario? Now they're in a fourth planet, and it's a gas planet. And now
They
they're-
don't do.
What the hell is going on here?
And I'm pretty sure this never comes back. This is the only time they use this technique.
Where?
Yes.
What? What just?
Well, this is why I think in the Last Jedi. Because I don't
It's
know
floating
what
in the air.
thing this is.
Holy
but
shit! What?
This disaster.
What is?
They fly now.
She flies now.
Flies now.
Okay, so not only is she flying, she can put a platform underneath her ass,
They're not with
so
me.
she could fold her legs. She could feather fall.
There you go. Like set up. Like,
And
like
thing is,
Luke, where he's
That
falling.
was the easy part.
Remember when Luke could do that after a few days?
Starting with the Jedi.
It's like it's been months, Literature Devil. Like they've been training for months.
Why is she struggling to hear the voices of the dead Jedi? That's my question. But she's fine with floating and flying, but she can't possibly like listen to dead Jedi.
Hey, she put her lightsaber away. Wasn't it pulled out? Oh, now she brought it out again. What?
I don't know.
It's called the Darth Maul technique.
The whole like helmet thing. That was not something which I think Plinkett said that it's like that's not something that was like a specific Jedi training method. That was just something that like Ben threw together on the Falcon to like train Luke, and they treat it like this has been in like the Jedi Order for a while. It's like
Also,
think
what's
that was,
with
like,
like the red
unofficial.
tag? Like she just cut like a red tag off, and it's like, what? Why? What's part of that training? What's that training to do?
Oh, helmet. Oh, yes.
Darkness.
was it?
Okay.
Is he
Oh my god,
Is
her clothing is
helmet?
dirty.
anymore? It's not.
They're trying to make her less perfect.
It's
but
clean.
By,
It's clean now.
Leia is such a bad teacher. She made Rey worse. But Luke was such a good teacher. 5 minutes into meeting Luke, she's already breaking the earth and lifting mountains.
Okay, so she's seeing what he's seeing?
It's the Forcecape.
Apparently. I don't know what's the significance of the mask, by the way,
What?
because he literally just said that he's the voice inside of that mask, so I don't know why
Was that
he needs
like...
I think it's been established in the sequels that objects can now speak to people.
What is
something
she...
like that.
Ju- What?
This happened in the comic. It was, but the fact was that a ghost had inhabited the helmet. Now, is Anakin's ghost inside that helmet? I hope not. That'd be really dumb because we saw him at the end of the original trilogy. So obviously that's wrong.
So was it amplifying something, or was he reading something? I don't know. It's...
You can ask as many questions as you want. Don't expect
You're not gonna get answers.
you're not going to get answers.
Yeah.
I think they even said that specifically. This answers nothing. It explains nothing, and they touted that like a feature
Why is it on fire?
because he did something impossible several times.
He did the hyperspace skipping.
Yeah, that's a dumb thing they added in here.
Oh, we missed the line where Pearl's Chewbacca says that Rey's a better pilot than.
Yeah, okay, enough. We're done. Enough of this.
He's like, is this supposed to be like scruffy-looking nerf herder type argument? That's like
It's a Joss Whedon argument. It's just Joss
Exactly.
Whedon dialogue.
yeah, it's just back and forth with like nothing. They're just arguing. Star Wars.
I don't
yes.
understand
This argument
what's
has nothing-
the problem with the Falcon because it's going to be fixed in like 10 seconds. Like in the next scene, it's fixed.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like it's not on fire right now. I don't think it's just.
message?
Didn't everyone know that already?
Somehow,
Wait, do we believe
Yep.
this?
It cannot be.
they don't even try to explain how he returned.
Dark science, cloning,
Secrets only the Sith knew.
secrets only business.
Isn't there a
Excuse me?
movie?
Cloning is a secret
Clone
only the
Wars?
Sith knew.
Galaxy's ever known.
It's he just came back. Okay, don't ask any questions.
In 16 hours, the final order will commence.
Hiding in the unknown regions.
Order 67.
Exegol.
Do you know what would have been useful? Having a location to where it is on that fucking message you downloaded.
That's a lot of books. I thought she only had a few.
Maybe she wrote
I
some.
don't know.
She made her own.
Stop him. You must
I
find
made a new Jedi text.
You must find Exegol.
Why did they recruit? Why did they recruit Butthole Eyes? What did she do?
Can I
She
speak
ran
to
a
you?
cantina.
They never explain it, and I don't know what purpose she could possibly have. Like
There are scientists here.
she knew
I
Han.
don't think she does anything.
But he
Like
said
she's
to
just
get
there.
one of these.
I don't remember her doing anything in this movie.
Compasses that
He was useful for like talking to Chewbacca once they ran out of like stock footage for Leia. that's pretty much what they used her for in the movie. So like, listen to the dialogue.
I will. It's what you
How
do.
awkward it must be for just to talk to no one
Up and running?
and just pretend like Carrie Fisher's there.
I'm gonna pick
That
up
was weird.
Yeah, it's noticeable.
look.
It's distracting when you know what they did. It just they shouldn't have done it, man. They really shouldn't have.
Chewie, you get that compressor fixed?
Again, why was she complaining? The Falcon's already fixed.
Yeah, then we're friends.
It's too
Yeah.
You blew 2 compressors. Blah, blah, blah.
Together.
Finn got friend zoned by Rose.
nothing.
That's kind of odd because she's the one that came on to him, saved him,
I know.
threw in his whole plan,
A real friend.
kissed him. Oh, okay. You want to go out? No, we'll just be friends. What? I think you're getting kind of mixed signals here.
Also, why are they sending C-3PO but not
talking again.
R2-D2? What the hell would they need C-3PO for? I'm sure Smud's gonna have a fun time editing all this.
This was a very like that was one line of dialogue when she previously asked for her blessing.
Never be afraid of who you are.
Okay,
No, that's ADR shit.
and she's crying. Why?
It's sad.
It's a modern year Star Wars movie. It's not gonna be a lot of hugging and crying. A lot of emotion and soy.
I'll listen to the music. It's like so grand. It's like they're just off on a. It's like, what
This is supposed to be like the
ending
big
in a
moment
day.
where the team's together. It's like, you know,
It took 3 movies for you
don't even know who
three
these people are
protagonists to be
yet.
together.
I just love that he's repairing it. Like they treat it like it was in pieces. Like that
Also,
thing
why
was
is it
like
being repaired by a
crushed
monkey?
instead of the Last Jedi. It was like indented completely and just torn to shreds. It was not repairable.
But why would they bother with that? Like, what's the point of the helmet?
I don't know. Why wouldn't they just build a new one? Like,
Knights of Ren. Cool.
No, that's awful. That's just terrible,
Cool.
terrible stuff. Keep Keep your Marvel humor out of my Star Wars.
It's not your Star Wars.
It's not made for you.
Become a true empire.
You already are an empire. You own the galaxy.
Your
No
helmet
one's
looks
against
stupid,
you
sir.
right now.
Peace about my appearance, General Hux.
Yeah, your helmet's freaking glowing.
It's dumb. Stop it. It's not funny. It's just dumb.
Who are these people? Like, who
That guy's cool.
Fleet will increase our resources
is?
10,000-fold.
He's the guy who actually replaces Hux and everyone as an actual bad guy.
Welcome to another not Tatooine. We swear it's not Tatooine. For the third time.
It's a shame.
That's a lot of. That's a
A
lot,
lot
of
of
work.
damage.
Never seen anything like this.
He's never seen a Wayfinder. How would he see never... What?
I was
The thing
about to
is,
say
why are they
that's J.J.
specifically
Abrams right
looking in
there.
the party? Why are they
More
looking in the
Wayfinder.
party though? You have an entire desert to search, and you're just searching in this one. Oh, I think originally in the leaks, this was some random guy that was hitting on it.
That's they can't do that. It's toxic masculinity.
Into that with the ending, man, but I don't know why they didn't
No,
just
you see,
embrace
what
that.
we needed what? We needed the Don. We needed the Don to come in and then just kind of hit on Ray, but then I'm sure Ray would decapitate him or something. Why does this room look like a lab?
Killed me. Why didn't you?
I keep reminded that the one scene in Spaceballs where he's playing with his dolls and the guy comes in.
Cracks in your mask.
Do you think? No, sorry, I did not see you playing with dolls against her. Good.
The second you think about it, it's so silly. They're just sitting in a room talking back and forth with nothing. It's like,
I want to see the camera pan to the right and see like two stormtroopers looking at him. What's he doing?
just like
Is he okay?
One second.
Kylo again.
Whoa. Okay.
You know, they people complained about Kylo and Rey's relationship being abusive because of that moment.
No, but they know the exact valley where this necklace was taken from.
Of course they do.
Because it's custom made. They're just at like a festival. Like it's that unique.
What
They
if
had,
she got it somewhere else? What if she didn't keep
What
this
use
planet?
is that helmet? What use is that armor?
Wait a
Where you
second.
can be pierced by an arrow.
So they used.
That'll happen in 10 seconds. Stormtrooper comes in, then arrow, then they're there. It's like, what the hell is happening, man?
So they could transport
why
stuff
use all that
across
power?
time and space. And they could use it to track them down. So why didn't they do that in The Last Jedi with the water?
I guess he just figured out how to do it.
Yeah, just analyze the water. Oh, it's from this specific planet.
Oh, cool. The players rolled a natural 20. You find Billy D. Williams.
You want to know why you should keep plenty of Colt 45 on hand? You never know when friends might show up. I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. But why take chances?
The power of Colt 45. It works every
In
time.
the first movie, you found Anakin's lightsaber. Now you found Billy D. Williams on this random planet in the middle of nowhere.
This is Wayfinder.
I'm pretty sure a Star Wars D&D game would play better than this.
I was with him. Was carrying a crew that could
How many
lead
takes it
to
took to get that
Wayfinder.
name right?
We followed the ship
Uchi
halfway across the
Bastun.
galaxy here. When we got to a
So
ship
what?
with
It says Jedi assassin, but there's only
no Wayfinder.
like who would he assassinate?
Still here.
It's out
All the
there.
Jedi are dead.
Must be running low on business.
Originally, he was a Darth. It was called Darth Uchi.
I got a bad feeling about this. Uchi ship
No
is
shit.
past Lurch Canyon.
TIE fighters are coming. Of course, there's a bad feeling. Give
She's
Leia
dead.
my love.
She's a walking corpse.
Is that 3PO? That was the random droid in the background running?
I think they might have forgotten about 3PO because that'd be kind of awkward. to have
Yes,
him
there
run.
he is.
There he is. There he is.
So what's the big rush? They just forgot about 3PO.
This is here comes the best part of the movie.
Shield effect, so they have shield, so she is hitting.
Oh.
Just they're being protected. Oh, here it is.
They fly now. They fly now.
They fly now.
They fly now.
Despite jetpacks being a thing for like forever.
Now, I question the physics of a catapult car. It just sounds a little
What if the guy behind you didn't have his jetpack on?
Trying to
being
fly and
flown.
aim at the same time on the jetpack is ridiculous.
Again, the catapult speeder bikes.
Looks like it. Excellent job,
Why would you even have that as a function?
Did you laugh? Excellent job, sir. Terrible job, sir. Funny. It's funny, we swear.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
It's Agent Orange.
Okay, that just wow. That little gun's got some pep.
It's in Rey's hands.
You know, it just blows away some vehicle.
It's going to have like the power of a Death Star in her hands.
How is this guy getting through this very dangerous valley with the treads?
That's something that they actually did that's good. They had Finn actually do something that wasn't stupid. That wasn't just him getting into trouble. He actually did something that worked.
Congrats, Finn. You're not useless.
You did something.
3 movies, you got one. You got one good moment.
And everyone should have pretty much broke their back, but they're fine. Because they just happened to land on really soft
Whatever that is.
sand, yeah.
Please laugh. That was supposed to be funny, we swear. Oh, if only someone could fly. If only someone could use the Force to lift themselves up.
You can lift the mountain, Ray. What's stopping you?
You can lift big rocks, not little ones. The end. That was a good movie. I like this movie. This is why I like this movie. This is where it ends.
Oh, okay, they're dead. Hey, it's,
I think that guy's a new Porkins.
that's Matt Parkman from Heroes,
Falcon's not responding.
the telepath.
That's
He's a new Porkins.
Do me a personal favor. Be optimistic.
I think because it's my opinion that every Star Wars movie should have its own Porkins.
You're not gonna believe how well this is gonna turn out.
Porkins was the best.
Was.
What? What?
Don't ask any questions. Just turn off your brain.
Why is the sand not falling?
The cave is solid, but there's quicksand. You fall.
How did they do that? How did they dig down there? How did all this happen?
Any sense?
It doesn't make any sense. It just happens. Okay, it's this movie where things happen.
You're trying to tell me they're more dense than sand?
Yes,
Sand
Maybe their
grain?
brains.
it gets everywhere, you know.
It's coarse and it's rough.
We have to hurry.
Dick
A little,
joke.
cartoonish.
What you were going to tell me.
Why did it even make that sound?
And of course, obviously, he was going to say that he loved her. But it's like we don't get an answer on either side, and it just. It's
But
just a setup
why
with
would
no
he
payoff.
be
It's like,
force
wow.
sensitive? He's shown no signs of it. I don't think he would even.
Okay, so they're looking for some sort of object, right? They fell down a pit with magical sand,
This place.
and now what?
Magic sand.
I'm looking for it. They accidentally landed in the place they needed to go. Exactly.
Roll natural 20 after natural 20. It's ridiculous. I think the DM is cheating. It's a
Uchi
really good
fucking
thing
died.
that Rey is a DM's girlfriend, or I'll be in big trouble by now. That's the dagger. That's just the dumbest dagger in the history of movies.
It's a dumb.
They needed that, and here it is. They found it. Lucky them.
Because that was just an assassination weapon, but it also happens to be a map. What's
Mud
the
needs
plan
to
behind
hear
that?
this. Mud needs to hear.
My programming forbids me from translating it.
That's the one time we need you to talk.
Point to a fucking map. Say, oh well, it's in this specific system. Or let me pilot.
So his programming doesn't let him tell people?
I don't know why they didn't
Apparently.
just make it so that he can't translate it. Like he doesn't know it, but
It's a Sith language.
This is exactly how it was described in the leaks, and it is hilarious.
I love the that meme where it's like the N word and GPU is just like sweating.
So when Anakin put together C-3PO, he programmed C-3PO to not ever speak the Sith language. As an 8-year-old kid.
Why?
Like, why that
I was about to say
one
that I think it-
specific language?
Later, in the later films, you might have learned Sith languages, but I don't know. I don't know why.
Sith language like Nasdaq or something?
What is she doing?
She's force healing it.
Instinctual.
Like you could use the
Instinctual
force
force
healing to save any character, like Qui-Gon Jinn, force heal. Oh, he's Anakin. Oh, look, force heal. He's fine.
Okay, so this is a known technique?
No.
I think she discovered it today.
She just discovers it, according to the movies.
So all the time, her and her friends get hurt on her adventures. She never thinks, hey, I can feel pain, I can sense pain, I can fix this. No, it takes a giant snake creature in a hole.
It is so video game too, by the way, how it just disappears and there's an opening that they escape through. It's like that is just where the cutscene ends, and like, you know, video game levels over. It's just
This isn't even as bad as it's going to get. It gets worse.
So do
They
these
can
guys
pose on a hill.
do these guys know where the knife is, or they know they're looking for a knife?
I don't know that they know anything because they're the Knights of Ren. They're just there to look cool.
Do they
They're
have
just there to pose.
like scanners or probes or something?
No, they have cool weapons. And they're just there to look cool. That's all I know. That's their only purpose in this movie.
and they're not going to question it either. They're not just going to be like,
Yeah,
oh,
the ship
there
is
you
right
go.
there. Just jump on the ship and get out of here.
So this thing was just sitting out in the desert that anyone could see.
I was about to say it's not even hidden. It's like on the top of a mountain. You're like you'd think it would be
Mandalorian.
raided over
The
time.
Mandalorian was like away for like a day, and his ship was torn apart by Jawas.
They even went under the ground. They could have had this underground.
So wait a second,
No,
Chewie's
they
running
didn't.
away with the dagger to go get Rey?
I guess so.
Why
I
do you
don't know
just
why
leave-
you would do that.
No,
Why would you do that?
I
Why
don't
do
know
you
why
do that?
Rey is going out here. If she thinks that if she knows Kylo is like coming for her, why
Then
didn't
get
she
out.
just leave? Why is she walking out?
The plot beckons me this way.
Basically.
The scene is dumb. Why didn't Kylo Ren just shoot her? What was he
Wasn't-
expecting to happen?
Wasn't Kylo Ren on the mountain with all the other knights?
No.
Where the hell's Chewie?
So what are the knights doing?
I don't even know how the
Well,
knights got there.
I told you they stand around to look cool. That's their only job in this movie.
What is this scene like? What is going on?
They got Chewie.
They got Chewie. They got Chewie now.
Yeah.
They got Chewie now. They got Chewie.
How
now.
did this happen?
It's a literature novel. This is why I keep saying I think that this is worse than The Last Jedi, because the editing and the story structure, like the writing in both films is bad. Holy crap, the editing is like egregious.
I had
I actually
that
like
after
this
this.
movie because of how dumb it is. The
So
Last
I-
Jedi was
here.
just infuriating.
Chewie went
Where
to
are
go
you?
find Rey, had no idea where he was going, gets caught. Rey is who knows where.
First Order just pops in, arrests him.
Also, why is he
what
trying
was
to
the
run her
outcome?
over?
What was the outcome of this? Was he trying to kill her? Was he trying to ruin his ship? What's the outcome of this?
Poe.
I think he was maybe trying to kill her. I don't know why.
Because if he was trying to kill her, he could have just shot her.
What is the scene? Like, she looks behind her and then starts running. Oh.
She can fly,
It's
right?
like a routine or something. It's like a routine they put together. Okay, it's like a circus routine.
But she can fly, right? She can like have
Why not just shoot her? Why are you running her over? Matrix.
Maybe also she failed and she still got hit.
Yeah.
Oh
She's
yeah,
got,
he
like, her
survived
legs hit
this.
This is my favorite part.
How
The
is
thing
he
is,
not turned into jam?
Boom.
Well, you know, he is related to Han Solo, who is played by Harrison Ford. And Harrison Ford played Indiana Jones, who survived a nuclear explosion in the fridge.
So wait a second.
So,
Chewie went the exact opposite direction Rey was in. He gets caught.
Well, I mean, all that fur kind of makes it hard to see.
This scene is comic gold.
What is going on?
Look at that face. That's a face of concentration. He survived.
How did you survive that explosion? Like, it turned the
He's
center.
related to Han Solo.
Where's his helmet? Wasn't he wearing a helmet? Why did
I think he has it in his hand.
It got maybe it got destroyed when. Oh no!
He has it in his hand.
Why didn't he take it off?
Yeah. He just went through a really horrible crash.
Look at this.
What are they even trying to do? Like, he's trying to pull it one way, she's pulling it another.
And look, at least Kylo Ren can compete with her now.
No, but why doesn't he just go up to her and just knock her out? Because either she has to let go of the ship, or like she has to face him.
Force lightning.
What?
Chewie!
Oh, she just killed Chewie. That's amazing.
We have another one. We have another Chewie. We were done with Chewie, right?
What the hell are you guys doing? Poe's like, what the fuck?
It's just.
Why did you walk over there, Ray? Why did you do this?
Who's in charge? Everyone's like
Ray,
walking out.
Oh, your fault.
Everyone's confused. It's just like everyone's like, what's going on?
This is all Ray's fault.
Lightning.
So they lost the dagger. They lost Chewie.
Why
They
doesn't
got nothing.
Kylo Ren just force grab the ship? We know he can do it. Why doesn't he just force grab the ship?
was about to say that the scene just cut. Why didn't he go up? I mean,
what the hell is going on here? I don't get it. They're fine. They're escaped.
It was her fault. She ran off. She exploded the ship. The throne of the Sith.
They have a throne now?
They have a throne now.
Did you forget that she's a Mary Sue?
Yeah, but wouldn't they have been really pissed off at her? Like, really pissed? Like,
She's a Mary Sue.
They're fucking towing the Falcon. They're towing it.
You can't forget that she's a Mary Sue. So, going by Mary Sue logic, what do you think actually happened? She gets instantly forgiven. Chewbacca.
you think that was?
Never forget that she's a Mary Sue.
3 minutes, you think? 3 minutes before it's revealed that he's still alive?
I think Smudboy's broken.
It blows my mind just how little they let that in.
What?
Yeah, he's there you go.
How did... There was 2 ships?
Apparently so. There was 2 ships. There's 2 ships.
Was there 20 ships? It could be 30.
There's 2 ships now.
Choice, because literally Poe right now is like Chewie. Otherwise, Chewie died for nothing. It's like he's not dead.
So wait a second. Where are they? They're on that dirty ship, right?
They're somewhere.
But where?
2.0.
Are they on the planet still? Are they in space? Like, what's going on? Why didn't they chase them? They had all these ships. Kylo Ren was just like walking off. Oh, I guess I'll do nothing.
It all makes sense if you remember that Rey's and Mary Sue.
What mission? You screwed up. It's done. You failed.
The dagger's
lost the
gone.
dagger.
Like you have leads.
Lost Muffin.
The story's over. You lost. Oh, so they're in space now. Okay, thank you. Where? In an asteroid field. Where's this asteroid field? What just happened? Who are these guys?
They're being followed.
What's
to that
what
friend,
the?
that ship.
Boba Fett makes no sense.
What is going on?
Why didn't they just blow them up?
Just consume product and get excited for next product.
Spaceships
here
that
it
are like
is.
ancient just work. And no one noticed them.
This droid destroys the plot in the third act, like with what they establish.
That's a bad.
Oh,
design
yeah,
for a
it- and-
droid, yeah. One wheel.
You abuse a droid, by the way. That was like they treat it like it's a puppy that got like kicked by its owner, but it's like how would a droid be like
You're forgetting
have
Solo.
PTSD
All droids are
or-
sentient. All droids. They're just sentient. They're all slaves.
The plot is over. What's next?
I told you they're gonna wipe C-3PO's mind so he can read the dagger.
But they don't have a dagger.
They need to get the dagger translated. I guess they know the location that it led to, but that'll lead to something else when we get there. So
3PO in a hoodie. What the hell's going on? He's a droid.
suspicious, and they have a droid wearing a rain jacket. It's like,
All right.
you guys are all wearing the same disguise. You're not blending in. I think you're okay.
Of course she is.
Yeah, that is one of the key traits of a Mary Sue, is that everyone likes her.
She just beat up her friends. We like you.
Yeah. Like sword point, and it's like, I like you. It's like, okay, great job, guys. It's like they tried. It literally is like they tried to make her as much Mary Sue. And I've said this. They literally should rename Mary Sue to Rey, because like Rey has become more than the Mary Sue archetype. She is like the perfect representation of it. It's
How did
hilarious.
these guys get here? Why are they here? They have the knife. What are they doing?
These aliens don't look like Star Wars aliens. They just look like
Aliens
random
are
shit.
terrible in these films, man. They don't look like. They look too puppety. It's a weird criticism to have, but they don't look aged. They look rubbery.
They
They look
just don't
rubbery.
look like. They don't look right. They don't look Star Wars.
Reliable? Then why why don't you use something there? There's no if that implies that there is a way to back up your memory.
Yeah, surely there'd be a way to back up your memory in a droid workshop.
By the way, I love how the leaks specifically underlined that this like is the most emotional moment in the film, where it's like, oh, there's no other way. It's like there is. It's awkward.
Like, not having a fucking memory stick.
Or a hard drive lying around.
Or even a hard
Or a
drive.
laptop that no one's using.
An extra USB to back up
They
your
have
C3PO. It's
droids
like,
on the roof. There are droids on the roof. They can just get a memory card of one of those droids and just put it into 3PO.
Yeah, this is
It's like, oh look, we have a backup.
Didn't have any more space on his backup drive. Sorry, PPO.
General Pride sounds gay.
How did they try?
Was that a?
Force silence.
What did he do? Was that a force?
I think he force shut him up.
Why is she pulling out guns? What are they doing?
I'm going to the colonies.
Know it if you haven't seen it, and how has that thing not been like deactivated? That would be like the equivalent of like someone like having an ID card that like scans them into a building.
Cards.
Like it's stolen. Like they just delete that thing. They make it so that it doesn't work anymore.
Like even just a point of credit card, someone loses their credit card, it's no longer on them. They then cancel that credit card and get a new one.
Well, you know, captains these days just don't give a shit about anything.
Like saying that like everyone is so scared in the galaxy. Where did you get all the people who are fighting for the resistance in this movie? There's so many who are on the base. It's like you cannot pretend like no one wants to fight. Everyone does.
Also, how has he turned so antagonistic towards him to all of a sudden like, oh look, they're in love? Evil eyes. Could have just said fucking Endor. Hey.
Now the bad guys have found them.
What a
More
coincidence. Why did it create so much of a commotion? It just came into the atmosphere.
Wait. How? So you couldn't sense he was on the other ship, which was 100 meters away from you?
But now she can sense him now.
Humor in this movie isn't as bad as The Last Jedi, I'll give it that.
Like, I'm laughing at it not because it's funny,
Still
just
cringe.
because it's like, yeah, it's just like they think this is... I'm laughing at the movie, not with it.
Humor, that's for certain. Like the ship exploding from the Sith lightning is hilarious, but yeah. Physical jokes are just
Okay, so
bad.
she's giving him this really valuable, important tool.
Yeah, the thing that's gonna be her ticket to her life.
Can I kiss you?
What? What is going on? Can I
I
kiss
don't know why. She's like said that she's valuing that. It's like her one-way ticket out. He's like, nope, I'll give it to you. It's like, wow.
She's
Not
a good
moving.
person? I don't get it. She hates him, but she doesn't hate him?
Relationship is complicated.
And-
That,
Oh, there's a slot for that. Wow, okay.
So they just storm onto the ship. No need to sneak around. They just go guns blazing.
gonna go like 3 of them. They're gonna overpower like the entire army on this ship. Like everyone, it doesn't matter how much security they have. They're just gonna blast everyone away. No problem.
This is the equivalent of like A New Hope, where they get into the Death Star. Like they managed to sneak around in stolen disguises, but here they're just going around shooting everyone.
It's okay that we're here.
Again, never forget that she's a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
Even they know by now.
You're relieved that we're here.
Thank goodness you're here. Welcome, guys. Did she do that?
This is dumb.
We're looking for a prisoner.
Why didn't they just shoot him? They should have made it so that
This is what the movie creators wanted Ray to do to the audience.
Why didn't they just bring them with them? Like they were guarding these 3 people, and that would be totally fine.
been a great idea, yeah. By the way, shooting cameras like is going to alert people that have your presence.
Yeah.
They're gonna know exactly who you are.
Hey, look, this camera's offline. Let's go rewind it a little bit. Oh, look, someone shot.
Why?
And oh, look, there's this
like,
path of these destroyed cameras, which lead to where they are.
Chewie.
Well,
Okay, so they're gonna split up?
Yep. She's got some
Again.
shit to
What
do.
a great idea. No security, no passwords, no locks.
Remember that that race in Voyager that is the prison is just a line on the floor you're not supposed to cross. It's kind of like that.
Whoa, Finn, you're amazing. What the hell?
That's one good thing about this movie. They give Poe and Finn cool moments. It's really dumb because they're not supposed to. They should be able to
Finn
do
is
this
a
stuff.
crack shot. Holy jeez.
But with Finn, it actually
You
makes
see-
sense. They actually put his military training to use here.
No, but all the stormtroopers should have about the same training as him.
Well, listen to the stormtroopers. There's women stormtroopers now.
All that training and they just flop on the ground.
Just like
They,
look,
they
they're
had
not
the
even
jump on
going-
them.
They walk
They even
right
have
into
armor.
it. Yeah.
They had the jump on them just then.
Oh man, why do you have to yell everything, John?
Your hit points are at 0.
If only they had Ray who could mind trick everyone. Now security just is all over them. Why is this just happening now?
Ray, what are you doing?
Your friends are dying. What if they just executed all of them there? In fact, why didn't they?
I pushed you in the desert because I needed to see it.
What?
I needed you to
Pushed you in the desert? You were
like
gonna
killed her.
roll.
you are.
So he was expecting her to destroy his ship and almost kill him. That's a really interesting plan.
This is gold.
Keep you safe. You remember more than you say.
Chose to be
I've
no
been in
one.
your head.
Oh, they're fighting? What the hell is happening?
See them.
Saber force.
Yeah, did we never mention this before? They lightsaber fight over Force Skype.
Somehow.
One of those is the kid of the Emperor.
Yep.
Well, if they're going by Game of Thrones logic, it could be both.
That's a pretty neat shot. I'll give them that. This again,
But
you
it
gotta
makes
ignore
no
the
fucking sense.
I'm not. Yeah, it's hard to follow, but okay. Now what? There's berries on the ground. Like what?
They teleport.
Everything, things get teleported randomly when you're having a force Skype call.
This guy should have been the villain from the very beginning. He's actually competent.
Wait, is he asking where she is? He doesn't know
He
the
doesn't
room.
know.
He doesn't know.
He can't see.
No,
it.
he can't see the room. He can only
I
see
think
Rey.
she can, but he can't.
What?
But why wouldn't you just search Jakku? Because why would you trust what
Why
they
would you
say?
give him an assassination weapon that tells you exactly where the base is and stuff?
The mask
Vader's
teleported,
helmet.
and now he knows where they are.
So pick it. Did he pick it up? Oh my god! Did he pick it up?
Actually,
Lee left it.
He just totally left the
I'd like
most
to do this
important thing to
myself.
him in the world.
There are 3 stormtroopers that are going to execute 3 of them. Why didn't they just kill them in the center?
I don't want to get blood on the floor.
Sorry, is this meant? Sort of is.
Something like that.
They have to do Joss Whedon fight right before they get executed.
I'm the spy.
I'm the spy. I'm the one who told the First Order where to find you. Wait, what? Man, we need to cancel Joss Whedon. His dialogue is getting ridiculous. Can't one of these stormtroopers take something seriously? They're not battle droids. Did we have to get another droid, like a smaller, more, I guess, cuter droid?
The smaller the droid, the more cuter it is, apparently.
Hux is like the Finn of the First Order group.
Yes. And they made him that way. He was pretty good inside of The Force Awakens.
I
Yeah.
need Kylo Ren to lose.
I want Kylo Ren to lose. That makes no fucking sense. He's on your side. If he loses, then you lose, you idiot.
Okay, so why is she even going through this? What is?
Are they not shooting? Oh.
Your expectations are too high? This is just a movie about space wizards intended for children.
Shut up, turn your brain off, enjoy the film.
You would become.
Mary Sue? Maybe Palpatine's the hero
You
we
have
didn't know we
unlimited
had.
power.
Yeah, that's why she's a Mary Sue. He had unlimited power. She had unlimited power. She has no limits.
Unlimited.
She will become a Mary Sue. You must kill her.
Was the daughter of
So, Smud, did you already
Made
know that
Palpatine
it was
look
Rey
because he couldn't be
Palpatine?
killed.
This is weird.
What?
Like this is like what? This is how
That-
she finds out. Just
That should be a big reveal, and they're not even drawing any weight to it. She just knows. She's not taking it hard or anything like that. She's just like, okay.
Whatever.
Rey, you can fucking fly. Fly out of the window.
Oh, good point. Defenders would probably say they're like too high in the atmosphere.
it's
that
been
she
a
dies.
year, guy. You haven't fixed your scar after a year.
You know.
Why would he? It looks cool.
Taking your mask off. Stop taking your mask off.
Kylo Ren should have never taken his mask off.
Shouldn't have.
Ever.
The only time he should have. was,
Honestly,
like,
after the Force Awakens, he should have kept it on forever. Like, he should have never been more conflicted.
He should have
They-
taken off.
They were trying to.
Everyone shoots the
Yeah.
ship. No one shoots Ray. That's awesome. Shoot the ship. How about the girl? No, the ship.
Also, how is the engines on full blast and the ship just isn't going anywhere?
Yeah, how is
Next
that not like?
question. Just,
There's no
uh,
heat. Like,
turn
you
your brain
think that would be
off.
burning them.
This is the moment where I really start to like this villain more and more.
The Supreme Leader.
yes, sir.
Pop. Yeah. Okay, you're my favorite now.
Now, I'm just imagining like Palpatine's like a big pervert now. Like, just really creepy with all the women.
I wouldn't be surprised. That actually fits.
Also,
character.
this part makes no fucking sense.
What was she doing?
She's a cop, I guess. She has a speedometer.
Yeah, speedometer or something.
But why did they crash? The only reason they crash is so they can't fly over to the Death Star.
Must have not have been Ray at the wheel then. It'd be really funny if they had
damn it.
Rose Tico fly that ship and then crash it.
But if that thing hit the fucking planet, Like, that would wipe out more than the bloody dinosaurs. Oh no, it's the ruler.
They put like the protractor thing.
Oh no, it's the ruler.
They put a protractor in a murder weapon.
what is going on?
You can find out.
Oh,
She's using it to find where she needs to go in the wreckage.
What?
Look, it's forged exactly like the wreckage, so she knows where
Are you
exactly.
kidding? That is stupid.
That is how dumb this is. It's a murder weapon, and they've made I mean, it gave the assassin a murder weapon that's also a map to where exactly you need to go into the wreckage.
I gotta stop and see that. That is retarded.
Pause.
Let me
Pause.
just go. Yeah, that. What the?
Is one from Goonies.
That's the dumbest thing I've seen.
Okay, if you look at the design of the knife, right, it's pretty much the same etching on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Does that?
I don't know why it was etched that way, or why it had to be in that exact spot. Like, they could at least put like a rock or something that she had to stand on, or
So
to get some significant place.
so
but
this,
she
yeah,
area.
this means this knife was forged when pretty soon, because when that rubble was that shape, someone says, "Okay, I need this outline, etc., etc."
This is also on water, very like harsh water. The harsh water didn't make it move in any significant way. None of it.
This is, I mean, we're talking about rubble here. We're not talking about a structure. We're talking about a piece of rubble that fell from the frickin', from the atmosphere. This massive object.
Scattered more. Why is it all landed in one specific place? The whole thing exploded.
This thing is what, 30 years old, etc.
At least.
So that means it looks exact. Well, not even exact. This is not even an accurate etching on the knife. And this was a tool used by an assassin who killed her parents, I think. That was...
Yeah, you're right.
So are they sharpening this tool? Does it get dull? Does it, does it lose its grooves?
Turn your brain off, enjoy the film.
This is really, really bad. Like, this is like the dumbest thing I've seen so far.
Oh, if you talk to anyone who likes this movie, they're either going to explain it through the Force dyad or some third party, like Force Skype call and Force healing. Force dyad. It's not in the film, but they'll just explain it with Force dyad.
Is that like the outline of one wall? Is that like a foreground and a background outline? Is that...
And Litz did.
We can go first light tomorrow. We can't wait that long.
Use a fucking ship. You can fly. In fact, yeah, Ray can just
That's why they
fucking
had
fly.
the ship crash.
No, but Ray can
fly.
physically fly. And he's gone again.
Wow, what a great development.
It's almost like J.J. Abrams wanted to do this in the second film, but he couldn't because Rian Johnson decided not to.
This should have been in the first film.
Should have, yeah. This is the stuff involving the First Order. This should have been throughout the entire films. This is why Finn should have been the main character. This is fascinating. Develop it, but they didn't.
This is a good example of characterization and backstory as well as world building. Like, this would work.
But it feels so tacked on.
Well, yeah,
like,
they're rushing it, yeah, for sure. But this is what Finn needed back in the first movie.
Oh, Ray's rising the rapids because she's Ray.
Oh my God, really?
She took the skimmer?
Based on a desert planet, she can boat through like 300-foot waves, no problem.
She's Ray. She
Sail
can
just fell off.
No, what she should have done is she should have parted the motherfucking sea like Moses.
She just puts her staff into the water like Moses and
Ray, you're going at 90 degrees. Physics, gravity.
Engines on the back apparently. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh look, she just did it. No, it wasn't even difficult. What was the problem exactly?
Should have had her crash and like had to swim ashore. Had her been beaten by the waves. That actually would have been interesting. Have her for once have consequences for going off by herself and doing her thing. She does that like 5 times in this film and she never faces consequences for it.
Now she's climbing. Oh my God.
This is one bit
Where
like
is
I actually this is one detail I kind of like because it is kind of calling back to when she was a scavenger. And that it kind of works, but it just they don't do anything with it, and it's just
Yeah, but did you see where she was climbing? It was basically a tower next to another tower in the middle of nothing. And why is she she can fly? What is?
is essentially the hyperspace kamikaze of this movie. They had her fly in her opening scene, and she never uses that. They should have made it hard, or made it so that it was just like Luke, where he wasn't flying per se.
Why is there no
like,
dead bodies in that stormtrooper armor? Like, there's no dead bodies, but yet the stormtrooper armor
It's perfectly white. There's no dirt. It's just
no
Always like
algae
it's
over
been-
all of it. Like this place
not
would
being
be
placed in the set.
disgusting.
You see, that wasn't the real throne of the Sith. The real throne of the Sith is coming in this, and of course that room just opens up for no reason.
it's Sith power.
It just scanned her DNA.
Yeah, because there's no difference between a grandchild and an actual person. There's no difference whatsoever in DNA.
I just imagine that if it opens for anyone, like Luke and Vader were just battling, and all of a sudden the door just opens behind them, and it's like, "What's that?" And Palpatine's like, just ignore that. It's nothing. That's for a different
Yeah,
film."
better code.
Whoa! What the hell?
Shark teeth.
Don't be afraid of who you are. Let me scare you. Like, okay. What?
Yeah.
So didn't Kylo already
Oh.
have one of those?
Did he get here?
You stop
Wants to
Rey.
keep Rey from getting there. Yeah. Why?
But why? Yeah, but who cares? She's no one.
No, but you don't
We're not
understand.
gonna
They're,
address
they're a
the-
dyad. They're a dyad. That explains everything.
Are you not going to address the Star Destroyers that are on Exegol? Why are they not taking over the galaxy? You introduced them in the first 6 minutes of the film.
Yeah, Palpatine's just like, "Oh yeah, I've got a fleet, and I'm transmitting to the galaxy." And it's like, okay, why don't you just invade immediately? Why do you have to spend the entire movie in atmosphere? Like, the ship's just sitting around, like, on the raft. It's like, oh, Palpatine said they'll be in a couple
he
days, so
Kylo?
we're just gonna wait.
Oh, the lightsaber fights. in this movie
Why did he
are
do a
so
little
cringy.
spin and then he falls?
All do spins, man. Because everyone
Doesn't
knows
it-
spinning in a lightsaber duel is a good idea.
Try spinning, that's a good trick.
Now what's going on?
How do you know?
Just
She just
telling
walked
us.
off. She could just be going to the fucking toilet.
Like I said, this is where they ran out of Leia stock footage for her to have lines. They couldn't have her deliver lines which were relevant, so they needed to have Maz do it.
Like, Leia just goes to the toilet, and Maz is just like, oh, she's gonna do what she has to do. Yet they could shoot him. This much salt water on this ship, it would be rusted to shit.
Look at the waves that are hitting it. The ship is fine for no reason.
She used the Force to block a lightsaber and hold it in
Just
the
do
air,
that.
and he's doing it as well. Just fucking stab them. If you're holding the lightsaber in the air, just stab them, because what are they going to do about it? They can't use the lightsaber if it's being held by the Force.
Telegraphing and reverse grip and spinning.
Also, how's the hilt stopping the lightsaber? Because the hilt only extends like past the actual thing.
Yeah, it would.
So if the blade went down to the hill, it's gonna chop straight through it. This is why they have
That's
the
when you
laser.
thought Rey was gonna lose. Leia to the rescue. Don't die.
Oh,
Die!
oh, she died.
Oh.
What? What just happened?
Oh, the paragon of, like, righteousness. Rey stabbing Kylo in the chest.
While he's
when
mourning.
He's mourning her mom's death. The
So-
hero.
So Leia just dies. Jesus.
Also, why does he just give up once he's stabbed? Like, he's clearly alive. Do something. You've got the fucking Force. Throw it, yeet it into the ocean.
No, here we go. Heal a snake.
But why does she heal him? He's the fucking villain. He was trying to kill
There's a
you.
big difference between a snake getting mauled and getting a freaking lightsaber through your chest.
Yeah, but
That's not just something that's like a scratch or something like that. That's like a lightsaber doing that is gonna like cause organ damage, and that like that she can repair that with Force Heal.
Bones, organs, everything.
like, she didn't want to hold Kylo's hand. She wanted to hold Ben's hand. It's like, you don't know Ben Solo. You don't really know Kylo.
So she steals his ship. Because, you know, that's just a thing you can do.
He doesn't have keys.
No security. Doesn't tell her friends. Just
No
takes
keys
off.
or codes.
Yeah. Oh, here's the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, it's fixed just in time.
So Leia just dies.
She's not a princess anymore. She's a general. Because that makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
It was just time to die. Just, you know.
Like how, like, she Leia just gave up for no reason. How did they get there so fast? Chewie got more upset by
Rough life, man.
losing Leia than he did by losing Solo.
Yeah.
But like, I feel
When he
sorry for
shot Kylo.
Chewie. I feel Chewie's like a victim of the entire series. Like,
Really is.
JJ and Ryan have like killed all his friends.
I'm wondering if can Rey heal like whatever Leia was troubled with? Or is it like,
This is going to be interesting for you to watch.
what? Where's it? What the fuck?
No. I just mean that a certain thing happens, not to Leia, but a certain thing happens, and you'll see it.
Okay. How are you walking here?
This is basically Kylo Ren forgiving himself. This is his memory.
Yes, this is not a Force ghost, which it absolutely was before they decided it wasn't going to be. And it's just, this is in his head. He's doing this to himself. This isn't actually Han, apparently.
Yeah, Han's not forgiving
So
him.
you're telling
He's
me that Kylo is making a hallucination?
To forgive himself.
Yeah, your mom was fighting you the entire time, you numbnut.
I don't want to have to do it, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
To do what?
It's a recreation of the Force Awakens scene.
Yep, connects. It's like poetry, they rhyme.
It's like poorly written poetry.
Is he gonna kill him again?
That'd be so hilarious.
Oh, he threw
It's
it!
Off his head.
Why?
That's his weapon.
It's symbolic.
It's his weapon, though. He could use it to fight.
What?
And it'll be extremely funny soon. You'll see.
Things we need to watch this film. Oh look, it's Lando.
How did he get here?
And he's wearing his outfit from the Solo movie.
He looks so uninterested to be here.
Defeat an empire.
Does. I just... Why would he?
No, you didn't win by having each other. You won by destroying killing the fucking Emperor.
General, this droid has a ton of information about us.
Wait, what, Coneface?
General.
They're both generals now. The generals now?
They're generals now.
How short is the resistance on manpower that these two guys became generals?
Let me time this scene.
What is she doing?
She's going. She's burning down the TIE interceptor.
Because she
There's the
wanted
TIE silencer.
She wanted
That's
to run
not the
away?
TIE.
Is that what she wanted to do?
Yep.
Afraid of herself.
She's back on Octo. Okay.
Should be, by the way, because she stabbed a man who had dropped his weapon and was mourning his mother's death.
And she nearly killed
What
Chewie.
a monster.
What?
Yeah, Force Ghosts can just grab things now. Anyone can, not just Yoda, but
It's
even Luke
canon.
A Jedi's weapon deserves more respect.
can. Like that line because it just spits right in Ryan Johnson's
Yeah,
face.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
I didn't know metal could burn like that.
I was wrong.
I was
It's
wrong.
been made of
There
steel
you
beams
go.
or something. Jet fuel and steel beams. She's such a Mary Sue, she's even afraid of herself.
How the fuck did Leia knew?
Humble. She's so humble. The way they go out of their way to hide his right arm so that they don't have to answer the question of if his robot hand like got transferred to the Force.
Really?
Yeah, it's you can see they specifically go out of their way to make sure that he never shows his right hand. It's always hidden underneath the cloak.
Who cares? What do they do if it's a robot?
I don't know why they didn't do that. It's dumb. It's like I don't know why. It's just
Another lightsaber.
yep.
It's time it's Leia's lightsaber.
He seemed pretty anti-lightsaber instead of the Last Jedi. Interesting that he kept that one.
The last
What happened to his own lightsaber? That's my question.
I was about to say we're never gonna learn what happened to that lightsaber. It just
Guess who wins in this fight?
Against Leia and
I
Luke.
like how they're wearing helmets of some sorts.
It's so they can't do the
spinning and
CGI.
going all over the place.
Luke loses to Leia.
Of course Leia beats him, because Leia is a woman. No way Luke can beat a woman.
Also, the reason why they wear the helmets is so they could be lazy with the CG.
It is video game Leia.
Honestly, yeah, it looked like video game Leia to me from Battlefront 2. You know, the bad one. 1,000 generations of Jedi live in you.
How? You didn't teach her anything.
Hey, Luke, would it have been nice if you told Rey not to destroy the ship?
It
Why
wasn't
didn't
dramatic
Luke
enough.
turn up like sooner?
Oh, that thing didn't get destroyed. Lucky. Wow.
Oh, man. And this is another one of those like spitting in Ryan Johnson's face moments
So-
where they just resurrects
No,
out of the ocean.
but this is
There
Luke.
are so many video essays that say there was no way that Luke could come onto Crate because the X-wing was destroyed.
So
like
the-
he
No,
couldn't
no,
have resurrected.
but look, Luke is bringing this X-wing out of the water
Yeah.
using the Force.
So-
Luke is doing this.
So fire can
As a
melt
force
steel, but water can't corrode steel. That's amazing. I had no idea the melting point of steel was like.
The steel is incredibly flammable. What are you on about?
But water can't touch it. No problem.
Maybe
Steel
it's
is
all
basically
titanium.
wood. It's basically wood. Wood, steel.
Maybe
same
they
thing.
maybe they built all their ships out of titanium because titanium burns pretty easy.
Okay, so Force Ghost can lift
That's what I was saying.
Touch thing.
5-ton ships. Just-
That was a total of 4 minutes and 45 seconds on Luke's island for Rey like being afraid of herself to coming back.
Jokes.
Just skip the scene. Do it.
Mistress Rey.
This is how they find out the location of Exegol. They plug in the fucking robot.
They could have done that the entire time if they had just talked to Dio, even a little bit.
Also, the fact they just restore C-3PO's memory is like, it takes away any kind of anything they were trying to.
Anyway, his death, or quote-unquote death had, it's just gone. He's back to normal.
How do they know it's Luke's X-wing? That's just.
Because it's Red 5.
Guess it had the same signal in it. I think that's kind of reasonable. Who knows? I don't know.
Keep in mind that how difficult it is for an X-wing to fly through the bloody space. Like,
Yes,
the-
that'll
only
be
like
important in a
10 meters
minute.
wide.
But now Rey has a Millennium Falcon. She has the X-wing. She has Anakin's lightsaber, and she has Leia's lightsaber,
Yeah, definitely the DM's girlfriend.
and she has Chewbacca as a wingman.
They use a signal from a navigation tower like this one.
How do you know this, Poe?
I read the script.
A copy of the script over there?
That move is one in a
Dude.
million. Fighters and freighters can take out.
Finn,
One in
shut
a
up,
million.
Finn.
Oh,
What?
sure. That move is 1 in a million.
That's where Lando and Chewie
You have bet the survival of the Resistance on bad odds and put us all at risk.
For anybody listening.
Oh, rest in peace, Admiral
I
Holdo.
think we missed the line. So there was a line that says, "The ships don't know which way is up out there."
Don't.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we can go
Not-
back. The ships do not know which way is up.
Yeah, they explicitly say that the Star Destroyers need the navigation tower because they don't know which way is. They can't look out a fucking window.
They don't know how gravity works, or the horizon, or
They can't just put the engines to go up either.
air pressure, or light. I'm assuming there's a star nearby. It's like, hey, see that planet or moon in orbit? Yeah, that's up.
Also, another thing about the Star Destroyers, how the hell have they managed to man every single one of those things?
Wait a second.
They are twice the size of a regular Star
This
Destroyer.
has nothing to do with the First Order. First Order already has a fleet. This is some other fleet that came out of nowhere.
Well, no, now they're just the same thing. Look how close together those ships are.
Palpatine was puppeteering the First Order this whole time.
It would have been pretty cool to see like the
shooting at
First
him?
Order versus the Last Order.
She's on approach.
God, why are they so close together?
Annihilate her. Just annihilate her right now.
He has
Destroy
infinite
her.
ships and manned by infinite men.
You have every single gun available.
Unlimited ships, unlimited soldiers.
The place is so big, and there are so many ships with so many guns, and it feels so small. There's nothing imposing about Exegol whatsoever. I don't care how much lightning you put, this place is pathetic.
Again, how the hell are these ships flying through the same path that Rey did? Because Rey barely managed to get through. And it gets even worse soon.
Well, if they went to light speed? Did they just go to light speed? What? What? No. I'm sorry.
I like how what someone else said about this movie. This movie is so woke. Even the bad guys are woke.
So, Poe's a general, but he's flying an X-Wing? Okay, sure.
Generals fly X-wings now.
Well, the best generals lead by example.
Except for Finn.
Well, Finn doesn't lead really.
They're doing. Also, keep in mind, they're going to do a ground assault on the tower rather than just blow it up with bombers. They have
They're doing
bombers there. You
cavalry
can see
charge.
why they're going to cavalry charge the fucking nav tower.
I think with those dumb horse things they got from the
No.
Body.
The horses are not in this movie. We swear. Smudboy doesn't know about them.
Believe it or not, I actually predicted horses, so...
Damn it,
You did.
That was a joke.
You made a joke, and they actually took it seriously. They did it unironically.
God, look how big those Star Destroyers are. They're using the same asset as Rogue One, but they've just upsized them with stuck a cannon on the bottom. So how can the other ships don't know which way is up, but his ship does? Why not just blow up the tower anyway? Because what if you go to attack the other tower and then they just switch it over again? It's like, oh,
coming
shit.
at us, sir. Coming at us, sir. Now, okay, switch it back to the beacon.
This is the same logic of The Last Jedi, where the process will just jump to another ship. And now Finn's figuring this out. And it's like, oh god.
Yeah.
So that means that they have an infinite number of ships. The process could just jump to another ship.
Again, why do they need to do a ground attack?
Looks good in the trailer.
They're not using speeders.
Using horses. Using
Yep.
yes.
They
Brought
brought
a
a
bunch
ship.
of horses with them. Why did they do that? I don't know.
Why didn't they
What
land
they
into a
could-
cargo bay?
Horses from
What if they just
slavery.
tilt the ship?
Yeah.
They just tilt the ship 90 degrees and they all fall.
You know how many Star Trek scenarios involve remodulating the shields to do something else?
Every.
Like it's like, hey,
Single
turn the shields
Star
into
Trek
an
plot.
electric field or whatever. Thing
So
there.
this is the real Sith throne. It's not like, why is there a Sith throne? And there's all these fuckers. Who are they? We'll
It's
never
infinite
know.
Is this
Cultists.
a Coliseum? What is this?
That's what the Coliseum thing.
They just stand around?
That's what they do all day. Stand around the Coliseum. chanting.
It'd get annoying for Palpatine.
JJ, what are you doing,
Stop
man?
that.
This is really bad.
I don't think JJ knows the meaning of the word good. He'd probably say it's subjective.
Now we get to hear his crazy, crazy plan.
It doesn't make any sense, man. This is the guy who destroyed the entire Jedi Order. And here's his plan.
He's hooked up to a giant machine.
It looks like GLaDOS. Like the way it curves just reminds me of GLaDOS. But she doesn't have hatred or anger.
Kill me, and my spirit will pass into you.
So why not just die?
That's a good point. Why not kill himself?
Does she have to be physically close to him with this crazy looking machine?
She need to kill
I guess
him.
she
Why
just
doesn't
wouldn't
she
kill
just?
him.
Yeah.
What if she just cuts off his life support?
What a great plan, guys.
Save horses from slavery. Use them in war.
Oh my goodness. What are shields? I don't know.
Yeah, why don't they just have shields to stop them from landing?
Just toss in a nature is better than technology message while you're at it too.
Is that a bomb? Okay. Do you guys know what you're bombing?
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, like, did you even know what he was doing though?
To show you the power of flex tape, we blew up the Star
It looks like
Destroyer.
he just dropped it into a hallway. Here's a bomb. Okay, drop it into a hallway. Boom.
They're resetting their systems so that the destroyed nav tower can work.
Good advice, Poe.
How? How do we stay alive? Is that going to be enough?
Was everyone waiting around for Rey? And this was the day?
She's a Mary Sue.
Who are these hooded figures? What the fuck?
Never.
They're apparently cultists. They don't explain it, but they're cultists of some sort. Like Sith cultists.
Someone must have built all these ships, so maybe they helped.
I think the Sith cultists built all the ships and
I don't think the Sith cultists are engineers. I think they're just
made
Sith.
all the men. I don't know.
Can a Scientologist make a spaceship?
I mean, they have to be really good engineers to make infinite ships.
Your master, Luke Skywalker.
Was not your master.
He has a sky roof. He has a sunroof.
This isn't familiar at all.
It was a trap all along. Everything has happened to my design. Despite not having a ship, Kylo Ren's just there.
But how did he get there?
It's an extra TIE fighter stand.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the Wayfinder thing.
He'd been there before, so he memorized it. He
Yeah.
memorized it.
Just the two of them.
How are you going to do that, Finn? Oh yeah, I threw away my lightsaber. That's right. I use a gun now. Who are these guys?
Yeah, just the Knights of Ren again. Just shoot them. You have a blaster.
How did they get
don't.
here? How did they get here, though?
Knights of Ren should have been the villains of this film. They really should have. You should have made one of the Knights of Ren like a character who could be an imposing antagonist, and this should have been the fight of the film.
What happened to Kylo's blaster?
The Knights of Ren are jokes in this movie.
If only he had his lightsaber. Thing is, I wouldn't keep anything from these movies. I would scrap everything and start.
You think he'd have like
Yeah.
more than one lightsaber or weapon?
Like he had his blaster and then just disappeared into thin air.
Yeah.
And he threw away his lightsaber. Why is Rey crying? Oh, wait for this. Wait for it.
Do it.
Oh man.
It's coming.
Memes. Yep.
I can do magic tricks. Force teleportation. Fucking hell. He does the little Han Solo shrug.
Yeah. It's a callback.
I have a second one.
Yep. I have my spare Leia lightsaber. Sith troopers.
Useless.
Everyone is useless. Everyone who is a villain in this movie.
Why the hell? He just holds his
I
saber
don't know
there.
why he
Whoa, that was cool.
He fucking
Set
flies.
design in this movie is terrible, man. It's all just
He
rocks
flies
and
now.
lighting that's from lightning.
Wow, she's actually ragdolling people. Would have been good during the Last Jedi fight scene at the throne room.
I'm just reminded like Force Unleashed. You know when like you hold up a stormtrooper, it's like you ragdoll him around a little
Wait, how
bit.
did he get there? How far away were they?
So he absorbed their life essence.
Okay.
We'll never know what that means.
You just can regrow your fingers back. Now he's eating them.
Yep. Oh god, you've given me an image now of him just eating them.
Oh, his eyes are working now. Okay. Oh, they're dead. Okay, story's over.
Oh, poor guts too.
Hawkins 2.0. Thing is, with the amount of Star Destroyers, they should have like an infinite Star Destroyers should have infinite amount of TIE fighters. They shouldn't have had
There should
any
be
kind of
way more TIE fighters than
Yeah.
there are right now.
There has to be some sort of amazing population on the planet to facilitate all these ships. Like, people are living on these ships,
Yeah.
growing food. How are there more of you? What? No, you can't, because you need a special device to get here. And
All of them made it through.
how? They're gigantic.
Yeah.
And all of they say they're civilian ships,
So
but
wait a
every
second.
single one of these the military ship.
Lando encouraged everyone to follow him? Really?
Yep.
What the hell
They all
did they
went-
get Luke for?
They have U-wings.
Why did you have to drag Wedge into this, man?
They have B-wings.
I love that Wedge was not in any of the films.
What was the point
Now
of The
he
Last
is.
Jedi if all you needed was Lando? You know how they kept asking for help, they never got it? They should just ask Lando, can you get us some help?
They're saying they're civilian ships, but they're all military ships. Every single one of them. Oh look, they survived.
How?
You're gonna be asking that question a lot, Smud.
So, they're dead, you killed them, game over.
But why can he only force drain like a dyad in the Force? Why can't he force drain anyone else? Why couldn't he force drain his cultists? Like freaking like force drain. What was his face? From Knights of the Republic.
Oh, Darth Nihilus.
Yeah, why can't he just Darth Nihilus up in it and
ate,
just?
He ate entire planets. He just went
Yeah.
nuts.
He's not a Skywalker. He's a Solo. It's kind of in his name.
Oh! Maybe he broke his back. Whoa.
Oh, he has the accuracy. Oh my god, it's...
So he didn't kill them, he just sort of drained them for fun.
This is the moment I absolutely hate.
Hit the Wedge moment. I'm just like, just... They couldn't resist just including every bit of fan service for everyone. I didn't want Wedge to be in these movies. Because I was like, Wedge is off doing his own thing. That was my headcanon. He's off, like, piloting for other people or, like, fighting his own fight.
Wait, shh. Rise, Frey. So that's Obi-Wan. That's Anakin. That's Ahsoka.
Who?
That's Anakin. That's Luminara. That's Yoda. That's Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon?
Fucking, I can't believe they dragged Ahsoka
Windu.
into this as well. Qui-Gon again. Old Obi-Wan.
You know how insane this would be? If you had all these voices in your head?
Now, one of the parts I just absolutely hate is the fact that they just drag Ahsoka into it for no reason. And they say she's dead despite, like, she's not
She's
dead on
supposed to
screen.
be alive, yeah.
Yeah, and Dave Filoni even said that she's not dead, don't worry. Not possible. Yeah, so this Force Lightning can destroy all those ships, but the moment it hits her lightsaber...
It didn't short-circuit it at the very least.
Yeah, it didn't destroy
Oh look, there's the ghost.
And it's like, we saw, like, a lightsaber block it in Attack of the Clones, but it's different now. Force Lightning looks like it's working differently.
No, but the Force Lightning, the same lightning was disabling ships, like a whole fleet of ships. I'm all the Jedi.
No, you're not.
I'm Iron Mary Sue.
I am all of the Sith, and I am all the Jedi. And she blocks it a little harder.
It's like, oh, she has two lightsabers? Like, oh, no.
Oh fuck, I can't just stop using my Force Lightning. It's disintegrating his fucking face. And she does it a little harder again and he obliterates him. It obliterates everything.
Whoa.
Why the fuck does it obliterate everything? She deflects it a little harder, it creates a shockwave, and all of a sudden everything's blowing. Yeah, they hotwired a cannon to do this.
I thought he wanted to stop the process. Keep in mind, this has nothing to do with their fighting capability. They still should be dominating this fight, no matter how many ships magically came after them.
They have infinite ships.
They have an amazing number. It doesn't matter how many.
How the hell is he gonna get them? Because he's in a fucking X-wing. What are they gonna do? Just ride on the outside?
Yeah, come on! No way! They fell off that ship. No way!
God, this movie is such a mess, including pacing as well.
Did you see Ray?
How does no? But he just knows
Why
she's
did she
dying.
die? Why did she die?
She force deflected a little too hard.
Oh yeah, right.
They're just
He's
fine.
alive somehow.
He fell in a pit, but he's fine.
Broke his back.
He just used flex tape because it even works
Would have
underwater.
been nice if he had that helmet. They'd have saved his. See, that would have been a good way of losing his helmet.
And she doesn't just fade into the force because why?
If there's anyone who should fade into and become one with the Force, it is Rey. Like the paragon, like the prodigy god of the Force.
And yet she just kind of stays around.
He really is not very good at dying or being unconscious. Have you seen the scene in The Force Awakens where she clearly moves her leg to help Finn, move her?
Hey, I could do the force heal thing too because you just taught
Yeah.
me.
And like he brings
picked
her
it up
back
by seeing her do it.
And what is he healing exactly? What did she get hurt from?
I don't know.
Because if he can do this, that means he could bring his mom back.
like just go up to her mum's skeleton and just force heal that a little bit.
Well, mate, remember that Palpatine sucked the life out of them and he just grew fingers. So, I don't know, there's something special about these guys. They just got some special juice in them.
Oh god, this is so fucking uncomfortable. Like, just wait.
No one likes it.
Not even Raylos like it.
Oh, they hate it.
Oh, ugh.
Oh, it's a heartwarming story of love and affection. Blech.
This is worse than the
It's
Last
so
Jedi
out of nowhere.
with
Yes.
Finn and Rose.
Way worse. That one's more tonally jarring, but this is
This is like awkward. It's like, what? They don't care about each other. They like killed each other several
Yeah,
times.
but she wanted to hold Ben's hand.
Why does he die? Or did he die? Did he
tired
just
from
fall?
using the Force.
He falls
Heal him,
healed
Ray.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
just heal
Force
him.
heal him. Oh wait. Oh no, he's gone. Oh, there he goes.
He's gone.
Not his shirt though.
He's
His
one with
shirt's
the
dark
Force.
side, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and Leia
And
also.
Did Leia?
Why not?
Why is
Mom
this- what was
died.
there a
You know
delay?
what that reminds me of? Carrie Fisher's mom. when Carrie Fisher died, her mom died soon after. For no, I don't know why, but it just happened.
So it was like Leia just not dead. She was like laying underneath the underneath the blanket.
Time for me to be a Jedi.
Like calling Rey Red 5 is like just so much more how she's a replacement for like Luke.
Okay, all you did was kill the Emperor. What, the ships are still.
No, the ships are dead.
How?
The ships are dead.
When? Where? There's like a million of them.
Oh fucking hell! Like the medical, there's a Clone Wars medical frigate there, and I'm really pissed off.
What
they
is
use
this?
it just 'cause I'm-
What is this?
That's Bespin. Bespin's just like that ship's destroyed. That ship's also destroyed.
Look, a
How?
hold on
When?
maneuver.
Who? Where?
You guys see that?
Chop chop.
That thing was hold on maneuvered somehow.
What? Oh, they just blew up somehow.
Flying so far away into opposite ends of the galaxy.
There are so many questions. Like, who are those ships that came by with Lando? What did they do? How did they get by all the hurdles? How did they get out of the planet?
Do you really think you can get answers to any of those questions?
What was that?
I think maybe Poe's like, let's fuck, okay? He's like, nah.
What?
Alright, random lesbian kiss. There's no room for any kind of romance in this film, but they somehow managed to jam it in.
But they throw that in there to appease.
Is that Leia's?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Leia's medal, and he's giving it to Chewie.
Chewie got his fucking medal.
We finally got his medal from A New Hope. All these fan service and callback moments that no one wanted.
This moment is supposed to feel so great, but honestly, I don't feel shit. Like with the music and
Feels
everything.
desperate.
Feels dead.
Ray, how the hell did you survive that? Ray, why did Kylo go to the Force even though he was Sith for most of his life and you didn't?
I know it seems like flirting and it is just kind of strange. However, that's supposed to be his daughter, and that was his daughter in the original
Not in the
script.
original cut.
Now it's just awkward.
Yep.
now it's jarring.
Let's find
like, I don't know
out.
what that is. But they cut all that out, so it's like
I feel like maybe they returned Lando into Quagmire. I can't believe people love this movie. There are people who hated The Last Jedi that love this movie, and it's like I keep wondering why. I guess
I
maybe
don't get it.
maybe
I don't
the
know what you
music.
would love. Music is okay. There's some stuff that I appreciate from the music, but
Well, no, I mean like the music can overpower weak-minded people. Like I was trying to make a reference there, but now it's not come up my ass. But you know how how the Force can have influence on like the weak mind. That's kind of what music is.
This is Tatooine.
Why is she there?
This is like the ultimate nostalgia baton, and it's beating you over the head. Oh look, remember this camera angle where they like had blue milk? So she's wrapping up Luke's and Anakin's and Leia's lightsaber.
Oh, they're just magically falling. Oh, she's using her brain to.
Those are Jedi artifacts.
I imagine Anakin's very pissed off that his lightsaber's being buried in the sand.
This has. What the hell is that? What? Where did this come from?
That is her staff, which she has turned into a lightsaber.
Why did she bury two lightsabers? Like that. When was Leia's, right? Has Leia ever been on Tatooine aside from being a slave?
No.
Nope.
So why
That's
would
the only time.
So why would you want to bury?
Oh, shh.
That's not creepy.
Rise Skywalker.
So a Palpatine has stolen the name of the Skywalkers and is now parading around with their name, with their starfighter.
That was a
with
big
their
jump.
Falcon.
It went from one being in front of the other to being far apart. So within a span of 2 seconds or 3 seconds, orbits change very quickly.
Honestly, I didn't notice it, probably because at this point I didn't care.
Wow, I'm still in shock. I just don't.
Blew my mind when I saw it in theaters, man.
Yeah.
I swear, I just turned my older brother. He was a little bit more on board with The Last Jedi than I was. When I just turned him, I was like, that was a disaster. And he's like, yeah.
Okay, so I'll describe my exact reaction. So my exact reaction was that as soon as the credits started rolling, my face was just staring blankly into the screen, wondering what the fuck did I just watch? Like I just like took my shoulders, like, you okay? And it's like,
my mouth is agape. I just have to close it.
That's exactly how I was.
Oh my! You could give this to a 6-year-old; they'd do a better job.
Literally would.
It was something. It was certainly something.
What? Oh my goodness!